I think we're live now. Welcome to the draw for the NAF World Cup Round 1. Just checking that everything's going okay. Still says live stream is starting soon, but no, we're good to go. Oh, fantastic. So we have a view of score, and that's pretty much what it's going to look like. We've got some people chatting already. I should have checked this already. Hello, people who are chatting. I think lots of people. Wow, Bepe's here. Wow, how exciting. So we've got the teams are there, and before I'm going to probably do the draw in about 5 minutes time, and but before that I thought I'd just have a quick run through some of the teams that we've got sort of represented, some of the sort of bigger teams, as it were, or the teams that people might be looking out for. So that's not the draw. That's bad, isn't it? Delete last round. There we go. That was just a round. That was just a test one. That's embarrassing. Right. So here are the teams. So we've got. They're in alphabetical order at the moment. So some of them that I'm just going to sort of pick out as we go down. So we've got some American team in there. So we've got the Americans are split down into two teams. They're coming across the Atlantic, which is pretty cool. So we've got the American Football Conference there at the top, and then we've got Stars and Spite slightly further down. So they're all alphabetical at the moment. So let's have a look at Stars and Spite. There's the two American teams with our esteemed tournament director, Nate. And we've got Team Canada as well, who have come over quite a long way. Where's Team Canada? Team Canada we've got there. So we've got Two Dice Block, Notorious JTB, and a few others. That's pretty cool. Speaking of people who have travelled a long way, we've got Team Wombat. Where are they? Team Wombat, and they've got some people, a mixture of Australian and New Zealanders, I think. I might have just offended people horribly there, but I think it might just be Australians. So we got Darkabus and Garden Gnome and a few others. I thought Sangral was in there as well. Maybe not. So that's pretty cool. If we look at the people who did well last time, we got Team Water Bowl, who were on here, and actually Team Water Bowl is actually exactly the same team as last time. The only difference in makeup is that Ambush has changed to Dark Elves. I think it was Norse last time, and that team includes Jumanji, who came second overall last time. So that was the team that won the World Cup in Amsterdam. The team that came second in Amsterdam was called Team Argentina, and Bepe's just told me that they are now called the Latino Lovers, and they're down as mostly from Denmark. So let's have a look at them. So we've got, scrolling up a bit, so we've got Latino Lovers there, Triple Skull Tank, Miss Sweden, Topper Niebling, and Boozy. They came second last time. And then the team that came third last time was the Lutece Noobs. I think Lutece have got two teams. They've got Lutece Noobs and Lutece sort of experienced, I think. So we've got the Lutece Noobs there, Mitra Tak Tak, Slab Mortis, Titouch, Venkal, Nox, and Willem. Speaking of teams that have got two, we've got the local boys there, Lucchini and Lucchini Old Style. So we've got our fantastic organiser of the whole thing, Andrea Proella, is part of the Lucchini team. So he's going to be playing, so hopefully everything's organised beforehand. I'm sure it is. Returning to ones that happened that did well last time, we got Carlton Land is back. He's playing Skaven again. And JC. So Carlton Land was the person who came top of the individual cup last time, and he's using Skaven again. JC got most touchdowns last time with 26, and he's back again with the same team with Wood Elves. And Bosk is back again with Ogres. He got 56 casualties in 9 games last time, and he's bringing the Ogres back to see the certain amount of pain. Might need to check out his roster in a bit to see if he's gone for piling on and things like that to get most casualties. Other teams to highlight. So let's have a look at a couple of national teams. So we've got Team Wales are sort of all together and representing. Team Scotland have been split into Lion Rampant and Saltire. And then another team that are worth highlighting is Joe Lataxi. So Joe Lataxi are up here. Under J, obviously, if I can get my alphabet to work. Joe Lataxi have just won the World Cup warm-up on Fumble. So that's Azrag, Gegster, Simon MLF, Bucks, Nathaniel and Darkstorm. Obviously a overly, mostly sort of French team, but with Gegster there as a mercenary. I'm informed by Beppe, who's a little bit biased, that Masters of Tilia are one of the best Italian teams. So if we just have a look on that, oh look, it's got Beppe on Masters of Tilia. Caltonland, who came top last time, as we just said, Spartaco, Rola, Farina and Dirold, all very strong Italian players. From Spain, we've got Jordidos Fombleros, apologies for my accent. Where are we? Jordidos Fombleros. There we go. So I'm informed that's one of the strongest Spanish teams with Fricape, Calirio Collapso, Lai, Paraco, Hamlet, and 5 Renton. So that's a quick run through some of the sort of runners and riders that we're going to be looking out for as we do the round. So without further ado, no need to save it particularly. I will click new round, and this is the actual round for World Cup 1. World Cup 3, round 1. That's it. So, new round. That's where it all falls over, obviously. So, there it is. And that's the top of it. And what I'm going to do actually straight away is save that one. Really quite important. So, save that one as actual draw 1. World Cup 3, round 1. That's it. So, new round. And then I'm going to print that draw, and I'm going to stick it on the NAF.net straight away. So if I click print draw, that should do that. And then grab the source code. And I've already got a thing sorted for it. And then I'm going to print that draw, and I'm going to stick it on the NAF.net straight away. Hopefully that will appear in 2626 on the NAF site. And let's publish that one. Grab the source code. And I've already got a thing sorted for it. Just clicking the button, and hopefully something's going to happen in a sec. It'll tell me that it's up there, and then I'll let people know, and then people can go and have a look at it. And then we'll talk about some of the matchups that are going to happen. So I'll close that one down, close that one down. That should now be there. Fantastic. So let's see what people are saying on there. Hopefully something's going to happen in a sec. It'll tell me that it's up there, and then I'll let people know, and then people can go and have a look at it. And then we'll talk about cool. Some of the matchups that are going to happen. Here we go. So, close that one down. That should now. Is that working? That's really weird. Fantastic. Yeah, no, that is correct. That's Black Thunder against Garden Polon. I've got Black Thunder against Garden Polon. Should be the top one. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Right, let's have a look then at some of the things. There's something weird going on with the mouse there. Sorry about that. Right, let's have a look at what's going on with some of those draws. So I think probably best is if we switch from... Then we can have a look at the round in a sort of slightly nicer way. Let's have a look at what's going on. So we've got top table to start with is Cuzzoni against Feston. So we've got got Italy and against Spain. Obviously top table, it's random to start with, so not hugely massively exciting there. Who knows? Let's copy that one, and I'm just going to tweet that. So we've got top table. To start with is Cuzzoni against Feston. So we've got Italy and against Spain. Obviously top table is random to start with, so not. That is voluntarily treated. Right, so we've got Italy against Spain at the top, and then Spain against France, table 2. Then moving down, we've got Sweden against a mixture of France and Portugal in Impact. Then we got one of the Scotland teams against Hungary. All right, they were competing in the Euro Bowl. Italy against Spain at the top, and then Spain against for the rights to host, and may well be competing in the Euro Bowl again for the rights to host in years to come. Then we got the Galacticos against Italy. So we've got another Spain-Italy. I think that's going to be coming up quite a lot. And there's our first intranational match with two Italians. So we've got the Dirty Half Dozen against Polente e Cananao from Italy. Don't know if those guys know each other, but hopefully there'll be a little bit of banter building there. And then we've got another Italian team, another Italy against Italy, because obviously it's in Italy, so there's going to be lots of Italian teams. So we've got Evolution against the A-team from Italy. Moving on down, we've got Luridi Ludici from Italy against UCL from Belgium. And then we've got Team Hellhound, which is a Swiss-German collaboration, against Vasuna from France. Moving down, we've got the Spike Crusaders. Spike Crusaders are an interesting team, mixture of UK and German, with some fairly decent players in there, I think. Werbert won a tournament at my house, which is quite nice. And they're against a Spanish team, LSR Maracanetis. So you can see, obviously, you've got the nations in there. The nations are a mixture, whereas the team is sort of whatever the team name is called there. So this is basically what we call the team name. Then we've got France against France. That's our first France against France game. Oh, and then I suppose this one was a bit Germany against... we've got Germany against Germany players there, but not necessarily... But that's a mixture of a team thing going on. So France against France. And then we've got Germany against Les Experts Lutèce. That was the other one, yeah. Actually, what I will do for a sec is I'll just whack this one on Facebook. So France against France. If it lets me. There we go. Germany against Les Experts Lutèce. That was the other one, yeah. Actually, what I will do for a sec is I'll just whack this one on Facebook. Okay, cool. Where do we get to? So we've got Germany against France this time. So the Experts Lutèce, who I'm not sure are necessarily more expert than the noobs, so I'm not sure. There's probably a bit of banter going on there. But they were against the completely unqualified from Germany. I'm sure are selling themselves a little bit short. Then we've got Bubble 2 from the Netherlands and France against Santico Total Team. Moving down, we've got another Italy. Right, so the first local team, Lucchini, coming up against the Predatori Indomiti, which sound pretty scary. So they'll be coming on to Lucchini's home turf, hoping to turn them over. Sweden and Finland here, and Jamie Dodger from the UK against an Italy team again. And then we've got France against Denmark here, so there's Plasmoid. Hopefully he can, make do with the rules that we've got. Against France. Then we've got Sox 2 from France against Asians Champions. So we've got another France versus France one there. There was a bit of discussion about trying to separate teams from the same country, but given that there are 9 games over the weekend, I'm sure everyone will get a chance to play against a variety of nationalities. Danish Dynamite against the R Avengers from France. Parabellum Joker against Team Wales. So obviously everyone can get to see what's going on here. So we've got Skavens against Wood Elves, and then Skaven against Wood Elf on the next one down as well. Parabellum Joker, we've got a human team. There'll be a few of those, I think, going around. Obviously the complete count is on the NAF site. Then we've got a Scottish team there, so that's the other Scottish team, Lion Rampart, coming up against Germans. Oh, it's a Slan team. Oh, Doc Max, fantastic. Doc Max is taking his Slan. I think he's played a ridiculous number of Slan games. Neil Third came over to the NAF champs, I think. Peter D, lovely guy. Against Ruthie, that'll be a nice game. Okay, and then we got Team Canada. Who are they going to come up against? The Blue Yard Carnage crew. Very cool, from Denmark. I think they're going to have a nice time, Team Canada. We've got Fun Factor Zento against Legio Italica. Let's just jump back, check that's working all right. Yep, seems to be going cool. And then we've got fun factors into. So we've got Mediolana Warlords against the big guys. So that's an Italian against Italy clash. Lots and lots of Italy versus Italy, obviously, because there's lots of Italian teams. No look at all. Very good. For I don't know, is that the first pun we've seen? So we've got Hef's got a Lizardman. He's got his Kemri. That'd be quite an interesting one. But a lot of strength on that pitch. Probably the team with the matchup with the highest strength count, unless some ogres are playing, obviously. Then we got Bubba. They're my local guys. One of my local teams from Bristol, and they're coming up against an Italian team, the Baba Boys. Stars and Spite, US team. Get to play against Australia. Fantastic. Oh, it's another. Oh, right. So there's another Australian team. The Colonials, who I should have mentioned before. Apologies about that, guys. So we've got the Colonials and Team Wombat from Down Under, and so this is probably going to be the furthest travelled of all the matchups in round one. We've got Sweden against Italy, the Stockball Old Ones. Another Italy against Italy with Tassa Di Almiele against Tana Di Badioni. Don't know what's happening to my pronunciation now. Les Detus against Fulginium. France against Italy there. And then we've got Italy against Italy. Team Slow Play. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye on them as refs. Might need to get the clock on there. And then the Drunk team also might need to keep an eye on them as well. And then we've got the Mongrel Horde from Denmark, Belgium, the UK. That's going to be pretty cool. Oh no, we've got a Drunk team playing against Valen. That's going to be a nightmare. It'll be fun. Right, Mongrel Horde against, that's the Rafazo Nadata Drunk team. Then we've got Spain against France, the Spartacles. Moving down, we've got Italy against France there. Lutece Noobs, who have they got? So they're coming against Team Rodents from Belgium. So that could be a tricky start for Team Rodents, but I'm sure they're going to be up to the chance, up to the task. And we've got France against France, the Pilou against Uskal Turnover. Not sure what Uskal means. That might be a pun there somewhere. Grandes Team Z against the Kupfalz crew from Germany. So France, Germany, nice little matchup there. Switzerland against LSR Pontebragas from Spain. Then we got the favourites. Oh, how did I not mention them before? Los Favoritos from Spain against Blodge This from Italy. Very nice. But you think Blodge This would have some Amazons on their team, wouldn't you? But none at all, in fact. I'm not sure how many Amazons there are around in general. Northwest Barbarians from Spain against the Predatori Firenze. Oh, there's two lots of Predatori, it looks like. That's cool. The Azes Tech against Team Chaos. Team Chaos is my localist of local teams with Cantaloupe and Glowworm and Telly and Bugrit. All being in my local league. Very best of luck to them. What's Glowworm? Glowworm's taking his goblins. Fantastic. Against Dark Elves. Brilliant. That should be a good one. Lizardman mirror match there to start off that France-Italy clash. So we're talking about the Massacre Turon against the Brigata Muratella. And then we've got Spain against Spain, moving down with Catenaccio Forever against Los Andias de Santa Claus. I wonder if they've got some Christmas-themed, like goblins and things going on. Really good that we've got a load of YouTube people talking. We got all sorts. We've got a guy from Team Canada, all saying hello. Hopefully people are enjoying the chatter, who knows. Let's carry on down. We've got Catenaccio Forever against, oh yeah, we did that, Santa Claus. Swedish Blood Bowl Alliance. This could be, that looks like some of Team Sweden. So we've got In for the Pain and Lard there, who I think are on the Team Sweden thing, and Dragons as well. I had the joy of playing at Eurobowl. I think he took me apart. I think, no, I won't go into that. That's fine. Masters of Tilia, who have they got? The Turon Bash Lords. Some interesting players there. So you can tell the good players because I've heard of them. So people like Justinian and Caducee I've heard of. So I think that might be one of the picks of the first round. The Masters of Tilia against Turon Bash Lords. Skaven against Chaos Dwarfs. There could be some dead rats scattered around the pitch there. But Skaven only need 2 rats to score, so it shouldn't be a problem. Who knows? Well, interesting to see how that one goes. Team Trauma against Bilbali Blood Bowl in Darkness. Germany against Spain. And Italy against Spain, moving down. Austria, Molucca Not Kangaroo, one of the more interesting team names there. Against another Italian team, Team Z. Oh, we've got Team A and Team Z from Italy. Desperados against Villaverde Alto. So we've got Italy against Spain there again. Loads of Italy-Spain matchups, which is pretty cool. Who have Team Wombat got? They've got the Victims from Germany. Yeah. Let's see how that one goes. Right, we've got Holy Six from Italy against Malpas Goats of Antioch from France. And then we've got a Portugal team. I think there may have been a couple of other Portugal players scattered around the place. So I think this is the fully first Portugal team, and they've used block capitals for their title. Goleadores de Astradinha against Jam from Netherlands. Cool. Moving on down, France against Denmark. Here are the Latino lovers, known as Team Argentina from last time. And they're coming up against Team BN Cablevision from France. Oh, there's an ogre team there. Fantastic. So Tank's got his dark elves against ogres. So hopefully that will not be too much of a massacre. Moving on down, we've got half and half. United and Kingdom and Denmark. This is sort of a water bowl one. Lots of these guys come over and play in water bowl, I think. And the other guys go over and play in Denmark. So that's quite a nice little combo there. Oh, Sizzler against Slop. So that's Blockers Without Borders. That'll be cool. And Keford against Barney the Lurker. Brilliant. All good guys. Moving on down, we've got Spain. Juradas Fombleros. This was Bepe's pick from Spain, and they're coming up against the Budapest Ravens from Hungary. So that could be a tricky one for the second Hungary team. Not second in terms of ability, second in terms of the one we've come across. And we've got the Hampshire Super Hogs, mixture of UK and Netherlands guys, and Germany as well. Wow, that's a truly international team there. It's the Minotaurs. I assume that's what Minadari means, from Italy. Pretty cool. Team Exiles, another local team to me. Hello to them. And they're coming up against the Linemen from Spain. Any interesting sort of matchups there? Tempest taking Halflings, and she's coming up against Lizards. Great. We got the Olympic Pilou. I wonder what Pilou means in French. Is it something rude? Because that's the second Pilou anyway. Maybe it's an area, I don't know. And there's the American Football Conference. So the Olympic Pilou from France are playing the second American team. I think we had Stars and Spike already. Spartak Avalanche against the Six Pistols. So France against Italy. Then we've got Bepe's Barbarians, which doesn't include Bepe. Belgium and Netherlands against Spain there. Then we've got the Globetrotters. Hello to them. We've got Italy and Malta and South Africa, and they're playing against an Italy team. So they travelled over to Italy to play against Italians. Super. Another Austrian team against Team Anzac. So they're the New Zealand team. They're the ones that are a mixture of New Zealand and Australia. Fantastic. Land Rover. Land Rover's not from New Zealand. He's from just up the road to me. But there we go. I'm sure he was originally. Total Reroll from Switzerland and Germany against the Balkan Trolls from France. And then we've got the Black Shirts from London against Team CPBA from Denmark. Lycos against Mr. Nuffle. That's going to be a fantastic crunch match. Wood Elves against Humans. That's going to be an interesting pick for the first round. I think that's one of my picks of the individual matchups for the first round. Lycos X Team ex NAF President. Mr. Nuffle is the NTO for Denmark. Right, we've got Team Baguette against Briganti from Italy, so Team Baguette from France. Then we've got Team Water Bowl, the reigning champs, against Lucchini Old Style from Italy. So that's an interesting one, actually. That's like when you have the rugby, I don't know, there's some World Cup where the reigning people get to start the match. The reigning champions get to kick off or something, and all the people at home get to kick off. And here we've got the people at home against the reigning champions. That's quite a nice poetry to it. All done completely randomly, of course. Villaverde Basho against Deadlord. So that's Spain against Italy. The Best of France against Beroldo Royal from Italy. We've got, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, Italy against a Norwegian team there. Fantastic, yeah, pure Norway team, including Zulu, whose name I just changed the other day. Jola Taxi, so the World Cup warm-up players are coming up against TBBL from Spain, who've got an Underworld and a Pro Elf. There's a bit of a more obscure build from them, so we've got Kemri, and that'll be good. Geordie Juggernaut, UK guys, coming up against Kill Babil. From a Serbian player, fantastic mixture of Serbia and Italy there. Italy against Austria. Moving on down, we've got Parma. I guess that's an Italian one. Italy. Then we've got Italy against France. Moving on down, another Italy against France with Old Mumblers against Les Movies. We've got Parabellum against Elder Skelter. I quite like Elder Skelter as a name for a team. And then we go all the way down to the bottom, and the bottom table at the moment, I'm sure they won't stay there for the whole time, is Barset against Gaiba. So Civis Vinci Parabellum against Elder Skelter. So that's a quickish run through of the teams with sort of a few of the more interesting picks from round 1 of the World Cup, and I'll be interested to hear what other people have got to say about who they think is going to do well. So I think I'll call it a day there, and thank you for your company. So that's a quickish run through.